Alright guys, what is up everyone? Let me know if you guys can hear me, if the music's too loud, too quiet in the chat. Otherwise, thank you everyone so much for joining me today for another episode of Cooking with Coach presented by Coach Misha. Today what we're going to be making is a shrimp linguine pasta with oven roasted tomatoes and a side dish of zucchini fries or wedges if you want to call it that. Alright? So as you can see here we have all of our ingredients. We start off with shrimp, olive oil, garlic, lemon, salt and pepper, linguine, tomatoes, and zucchini. Alright? So the first thing we're going to do real quick is because the zucchini is going to take a little bit of time to cook, I'm going to set my oven to about 450 and I'm going to grab that first. Of everything today, that's going to take the longest to cook, so we just want to get that out of the way so we can focus on the linguine. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly wash the zucchini. Let me know if you guys are going to be cooking alongside me or if you're just going to be watching. That way I know if I can kind of move through a little bit quicker. Awesome, that's alright, Mike. There we go. That's all right. I probably won't have the zucchini ready by the time everything else is, but that's all right. So there we go. What's up, Craig and Heather? I think you guys said you will be cooking alongside us, right? If I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Awesome, there we go. If you guys will bear with me, then I'll start the pasta in one moment. Just want to throw these in the oven. drizzle of olive oil on that. I need to get like a spray thing so I can just gently spray it down without having to use so much excess oil. After that, I'm just going to spray, or not spray, throw some of this rub on. Then awesome, there we go. So I threw my zucchini in. What I'm gonna do from here is I'm first off gonna set up a pot of boiling water on the skillet, that is. Okay. So I'm gonna rearrange all this stuff. I'm gonna fill up my pot with water. Perfect. I also always forget to do this, but I'm gonna salt my pot of boiling water as well. I don't have kosher salt, so right now anyway, so I'm just gonna use just a little bit of Himalayan salt. That should be totally fine for what we're using it. And then from there, I'm gonna gather the rest of my ingredients. Alright guys? So I have my linguine that I'm using just from Trader Joe's, so nothing special. My garlic. I have my lemon right here. In addition, I have my shrimp. Now this shrimp is, again, it's already cooked, so for this all I need to do is warm it up. But if you guys, I would assume that most of you guys have shrimp that needs to be cooked fully through, so what you'll do is you'll put it on about medium-high-ish, and you do about like 3 to 4 minutes per side, okay? Well, we'll get to that in a few minutes. I'm gonna grab the rest of my ingredients. We have, of course, our tomatoes. Hopefully you guys got them on the vine, not the worst thing if you didn't. But that'll just help a little bit. And we're pretty much ready to go here. So, what I'm first gonna do is I'm gonna portion out my linguine, alright? We'll do that first. I'm probably gonna use about, say, 4 to 5 ounces. I think 5 ounces sounds like enough. Let me see. No idea how much this is. Ooh, that's 6 ounces, a bit too much. I'll live with like 5.5. That's totally fine. Go ahead and throw that back. Then, I'm also going to portion out my shrimp. Alright? So I'm going to set that back here. me see. As far as the shrimp goes, I'm going to be using probably, how much? 1 cup is that much. Probably use like maybe a cup of this shrimp. Ounce-wise, let me determine what that is. What would that be, like 8 ounces or something? $112, $129. Put a little bit back. Yeah, so I'm gonna use about 114, 120-ish grams. I'm actually gonna have to defrost these a little bit, or at least thaw them out before I throw them on the skillet. So, if your guys' shrimp was frozen, I forgot to take it out yesterday. I'm just gonna run it under first some cold water, and then I'm gonna increase the temperature a little bit later as well. You know what? Nah, that's fine, that's fine. Throw that back. Then let me see. From here, I'm gonna take my garlic and I'm gonna mince up about, say, 2 cloves of garlic. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna grate it too. So let's do this. Let's take about 2 large cloves. I'm gonna mince one and I'm going to grate the other, okay? And the one that we grate, we're gonna throw in with the shrimp. It's like a very quick marinade almost. And for the other one, what we're gonna do is we'll actually throw it in with the shrimp before we cook it, that is. So we're gonna throw it in that saute pan. There we go. Peeled our little garlic finally. So from here, I'm going to take I'll take this bowl. What I'm going to do is I'm first going to mince, say, 1 clove, alright? Workstation is looking a little messy here. Let me see. One moment here, guys. Gotta take care of a quick technical difficulty. so I'm gonna take. I'm gonna transfer these first. So shrimp are escaping me. So that's gonna be our little marinade bowl right there. So I'll take this piece of garlic. I'm just gonna grate it right in here. This is gonna become like a paste, and that's gonna help us out to basically just get the garlic to adhere a little bit better. You're more than welcome to just mince the garlic and just get it out that way. But I find that using some sort of microplane or a grater really helps just pulverize all of it. There we go. So we've all of that. Hopefully your water is slowly starting coming up to a boil. Mine's going to take a little bit longer, but it's getting there for sure. Then I'm going to take this piece of garlic. I'm going to mince this up. See. You never seem to get these last little pieces here. Perfect. So from here, I'll just throw this all to this little bowl. In addition, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to take my microplane. I'm going to grate a little bit of lemon zest. Lemon zest can really add a lot of flavor to anything that you're cooking. So I'm going to grate a little bit into this bowl that we're going to dump in initially. And then I'm also going to grate in a good amount in here as well. I'm sure you guys know that like lemon garlic is a pretty popular flavor of stuff. Like shrimp and stuff like that. So if you're a fan, you're more than welcome to do that. And I'm actually going to save some of that lemon juice. I'm going to use that later. And then actually, if you guys have it, I'm going to grab just a little bit of basil here. Not a whole lot. I'm just going to grab like a smallish thing of basil. Then I'm going to chop this up and then put it in our smaller bowl, as well as a little bit of parsley. So I'm going to use dried parsley. I don't actually have fresh parsley, or do I not even have dried parsley? A little bit of a bummer if I don't. Doesn't actually seem like I do. That's unfortunate. That's alright though. So I'm going to take this little bit of basil, and if you guys have it, you're more than welcome to throw it in. Just going to chop it up a little. Awesome. I'm going to throw that in our smaller bowl here. Cool. So from here, guys, so I'm going to prep our tomatoes. All right. So these are going to be made with oven roasted tomatoes, and we're going to be serving those on the side. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take 2 of these tomatoes. I'll take just these 2 right here. I'm going to quickly wash them first, alright? I'm going to set these off to the side. I'll use these probably later on. They smell really good if they're right off the vine. I don't know, just seem a lot fresher. Let me know if you guys are following along all right, or if you guys need to slow down, if you guys are doing good, all that kind of stuff. Water's almost at a boil. I'm just going to take the lid off just for the last few minutes there. My shrimp is also thawed out nicely here. I'm just going to lay it on a paper towel to dry out a little. Hopefully everyone was able to get their Thanksgiving shopping done. I tried ordering some stuff off Amazon Prime Now, like through Whole Foods and stuff last night, and it put me in like a queue, so I wasn't able to order it. And then like this morning, like 7 a.m., they texted me that I had a place in line or something like that, but I ended up not getting it just because I didn't necessarily feel like ordering it, and I wasn't up that early anyways. So let's see. So boiling time says 8 minutes. Sounds good. So what I'm gonna do, you guys, is I'm gonna throw on the linguine into the pot. We're gonna cook that for about 8 minutes then, as it says on the packaging. Then we're gonna take it off, and then it's gonna cool down a little bit, and we're gonna throw it back in with the shrimp, which are hopefully done by then, alright? I know, you definitely can't and shouldn't, because otherwise you're not going to get your order in time. Alright, my linguine is in there. Throw a lid on. In addition, I'm going to get my pan heated to about medium, so not too high. Throw a little bit of olive oil in there. I'm also going to put some olive oil in this, sorry about that, in the bowl right here. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in all this shrimp in there. I'm just going to mix everything around. Try to get every piece of shrimp covered with all that stuff. You know what? I totally forgot salt and pepper. I'm gonna have to add that here. That is embarrassing. Just goes to show that I'm definitely not a pro chef by any means. Forgot the salt and pepper. Amateur mistake there. So, salt and pepper. And then just because I'm lazy and I don't want to wash my hands again, I'm just going to mix it around with a fork. Fitness Black Friday specials. I know Lululemon has a pretty good sale on a good amount of items. I think some are like up to 50% off, which is pretty nice. And I know 511 Tactical has, I think, 25% off. I don't know if it's... I seem to recall it's 25% off like everything, which would be pretty great. Excuse me. But yeah, feel free to, in the chat, if you guys have any good deals, type them out if you guys know of anything. I don't know if Rogue, I think Rogue does do some stuff, like some Black Friday specials, but I don't know if they're bringing it back this year or not. Born Primitive. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. So from here, guys, what I'm going to do with these tomatoes is I'm going to slice them up into pieces, or yeah, into just basically slices. I'm going to get about maybe 3 or 4 of these. I don't want them to be too thin, but also not too thick. Fleo. I only think Fleo makes women's clothing, right? You can correct me on that if I'm wrong. Yeah, that's what I assumed with Rogue, unfortunately. Still, though. Alright, so I have that, and then, you know what? Just make it a little bit easier on myself. I'm not going to use these top bits, I'm just going to eat these. And then I'm just going to chop them up like that into about quarters. Alright guys, my saute pan is heating up. In about a minute or so, we're going to throw in this little mixture right here. What is that? X mark? I'm not familiar with that. Is that like a clothing brand or... From here, I'm also going to throw these just like this. And then I'm going to throw these under the broiler, guys. Bars and other gear. Oh, like barbells. I know if you guys are looking, this really great nutrition company, Fuel for Fire, they're the guys who make these these things. They're like baby food but for adults. They taste pretty good. and they're a really clean source of protein. They have 0 grams of fat, like almost 20 grams of carbs, and like 10 grams of protein a bit. They have 25% off their website and Amazon. So if you guys are looking, they are pretty expensive. I would have Fuel for Fires every single day, but they're like almost $3 for one thing, per one pack, which is like so much. I wouldn't say meal replacement, unless you're like on extreme dieting. I'd say it's a really great pre-workout. Like typically I have my pre-workout meal about an hour and a half before I work out. With these, I can basically have one and then almost immediately start working out after like 5 or 10 minutes. And they're a really good post-workout snack if you're not eating directly after you're working out. Because you always want to get protein in as soon as you're done with the workout. And that's just a really great source. They're super clean. Don't have a lot of additives and stuff. I wouldn't say supplement either. I'd say just like a snack. Like, yeah. But yeah, they're really great. They're super clean. They have 0 grams of added sugars. Definitely worth a shot if you can. Alright, so let me real quick change up the view. That is our Linguine timer actually, so I'll take care of that real quick. I'm going to take my strainer here, guys, and I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. I'm going to reserve a little bit of pasta water. I'll set that off to the side there. You keep this stuff moving to make sure this garlic doesn't burn. That would be unfortunate. Alright, and then let me take care of this real quick. There we go. Hopefully that should work. Awesome. There we have it. I have a review right here. So this stuff is browning. Then I'm going to go ahead and throw in all my shrimp in here, okay? And again, if you have to cook your shrimp, because again, mine is already cooked, so I don't have to cook it. What you'll do is you'll basically put it on about medium high-ish, and you'll have that on for about 3 minutes or so. Okay, 3 minutes per side, I should say. We'll leave that on for a sec. So basically what we're going to do from here is I'm going to leave that on for just a few more minutes. Chicken today. Chicken's totally fine. You could do chicken, you could do beef. Whole lot of options. Where did I put that? Oh, here it is. What we're going to do here in a moment is I just squeeze a little bit of lemon juice into a bowl, okay, into this bowl. So what I'm going to do is, once our shrimp is pretty much completely finished, once it's fully cooked, so that'll be in about like four-ish minutes, maybe a little bit less probably. We're then going to lower the heat to just like low. I'm going to add in a little bit of pasta water, put in the linguine, and then put the lemon juice on top of that. I'm going to mix that all together until it's kind of all together and just very cohesive, okay? I don't know if that's the right word, but that's alright. Let me see. Up to 8-9 viewers. That's awesome, guys. Be sure, if you haven't followed the channel already, please follow. Please give me a follow. That'd be really helpful. Tell all your friends and family about this. I want to make this a pretty regular theme. We've already been going, I think, for just a little over a month now. And we've been doing it every Wednesday and Saturday or Sunday. And it's just meant to be a good get-together of all of us here, mainly CrossFitters, but also just people who want to try new recipes, want to try to eat just a little healthier. These recipes aren't super healthy, but they're not super strict, and they're not bad for you by any means. So be sure to spread the word. I'm going to add in a tiny bit more olive oil. After that, I should be good to go. I'm just going to quickly check on our tomatoes. Tomatoes are coming along. I'm going to set it on a high broil right now, okay? I really want to try to sear the top of it just a little, get it a little bit crispy. I think that's how British people or the Brits have their tomatoes, like slightly charred. What would be really awesome is if I had like a flame stovetop, or I guess gas, whatever you would call it, and then I could like put it on there to like actually char from the flame. That would be great. My old apartment had that, and I wish I had it too, but unfortunately I'm just stuck with these, not induction, but I don't know, whatever you call them, the coil or whatever. Not sure. While we're waiting, I forgot to do this earlier, but I'm going to need to have my daily beetroot juice. Beetroot juice is really gross. It's not good at all. And that may be surprising because I'm Russian, and Russians really like beets, but I hate beets so much. But yeah, usually beetroot juice is really, really healthy because it has a lot of antioxidants, a lot of vitamins and minerals, and it's just, actually I don't know about a ton of vitamins. I know it's really good for you, but does not taste great. I question my commitment sometimes. It looks like blood. Like, this looks really gross. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like dark red a little. Not great at all. Tastes like dirt, honestly. Yeah. It's not great. It doesn't help that it's like really cold too. I definitely got used to it. That's our zucchini timer. Yeah, not great. And nose for sure. Man, I gotta brush my teeth after that. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here, guys, my zucchini is done, so I'm just gonna, well, it's not done, but I'm just gonna flip it actually. So let me take it out. Just gonna quickly give it a quick flip here. Each piece. This will take about another 20-25 minutes. So this will probably be only done after the stream ends, but that's alright since a lot of you guys aren't making this anyways. Tomatoes still coming along. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do from here, our shrimp is pretty much done. So right now, the plan, I'm going to add a little bit of pasta water in. I'm going to put the linguine in, mix that all around, then put the lemon juice in with that, okay? Alright, so adding a little bit of the pasta water. Adding in the linguine. So that's actually a lot of linguine, I didn't realize. I'm just going to mix everything together. Then I'm going to throw in my lemon juice. There goes that. Gotta mix everything around. I'm gonna kill the heat actually. You know what? I'm also gonna add a little bit of basil and oregano right now. So this is just gonna be dried. Up to 10 viewers. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you're just tuning in, you can see on the stovetop, the recipe is a shrimp linguine pasta dish with some oven roasted tomatoes. And in addition, I'm making some zucchini fries on the side. So, oregano right here. Then a little bit of basil. Just gonna mix that all around. These are gonna be pretty basic flavors. If you want, you're more than welcome to add in a little bit of tomato sauce. I don't know how well it will mesh with the lemon flavor. I like to go kind of basic sometimes. Like, this is totally palatable for me. But if you like, you can always add in a little bit more flavor. Our tomatoes are almost there. Just a few more minutes on that end, and then we should be good to go. Just gonna clean my area just a little. actually need to set another timer for my zucchini. Awesome, there we go. I'm gonna need that. Let me see. Alright guys, which one I'm going with? Cobalt blue or terracotta? Which one, guys? Which one are we thinking today? Put your votes down in the comments, in the chat, I guess you could call it. I still need to figure out a way to do some polls. Let me actually see. We'll see. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I'm going to try this. So guys, what we're going to do, maybe that will work, maybe not, hopefully that does. There we go, let's try that. Let's try this out, guys. See if it'll work. Go ahead to that website, put in your votes. Hopefully this works live. Okay. Let's see if that works, guys. So, put in your votes in that website. Hopefully it'll work. We'll see. We shall see. Let me know if that link works. If it doesn't, it might not. You have to click the link there. It's just a simple straw poll. Tomatoes are getting there. Let's see. See a lot of votes for blue, but is it not working, or are you guys just not going to it? Not sure which. There we go. Oh, that seems to be working. 1 vote for blue. Blue's in the lead. So I think with one vote of blue, oh, 3 votes for blue. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if terracotta can make a comeback, but maybe with a recount, we'll fix it. But otherwise, 4 votes I think I saw that at the end. But there we go. All right. Still got a few more minutes, just waiting on that, those tomatoes to be roasted for the oven roasting part of today's meal. I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup. So we got a little bit of the flavor of that beetroot juice. It's pretty gross. I'm gonna go ahead and try a little bit of this linguine. It's definitely pretty good. If you guys have some sort of Parmesan cheese, you could totally, I would definitely recommend maybe sprinkling on a little bit of grated Parmesan. I don't have any Parmesan right now. Favorite meal to cook? Honestly, lately it's been that rigatoni pasta we did a few days ago. Oh no, not a few days ago. That was like what, a week or two ago. I think it was 2 actually, if you guys remember. I'm not sure. That's been probably really good recently. Also, what do I like? I don't know. I mean, I'm not really great at making a whole lot of stuff, but that's been pretty satisfying recently. Let me see, what else? I think there was something else that we made that I've been making recently. Let me see. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what else. But no, that was pretty good. So let me throw that again. If you guys didn't catch that stream, let me throw the link of the YouTube. There you go. Hopefully it'll be better. I think I'm just okay at cooking right now. I'm not great, definitely. Not great by any means, but that's why we're doing this stream. Part of this stream is to help everybody improve as home culinary chefs. Alright. I think these tomatoes are done. Where did I put? Oh, here it is. This is just about done. I should probably move this back. Alright, there we go. So there we have our oven roasted tomatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these right kind of on the side. Oops, or on. Not exactly sure how I'm going to eat these. I'll probably just wait for them to cool down a little bit and just kind of mix that in with it. Yeah, there we have it. That is pretty much our shrimp linguine pasta with oven roasted tomatoes. Definitely, if you have some sort of grill, if you're making this in the future, if you have some sort of grill or like a flame stovetop, definitely try to char them a little bit more. But otherwise, this is totally fine. I'm happy with this. Alright, so let me go ahead and get that signature in front of you. There we have it. Awesome. Got about 4% of battery left on my camera. Perfect timing. Oh, something just happened. Oops, sorry about that. Give me one sec here, guys. A little bit of technical difficulties. Give me one moment. Let's see if that did anything. Maybe that worked. Let's see if that did anything. I know. Gonna be honest, that is a stock photo. I did not take that. Hopefully I will one day. I'll make some sort of have a whole day on eggs or something. Maybe like a Saturday or Sunday. I'll do a whole day on eggs. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you guys enjoy your shrimp linguine pasta with oven roasted tomatoes if you made that with us. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy what other, I know, I'll do a toast day as well. I hope you guys enjoy whatever meals you're eating at home. Be sure to tune into our next stream, which will be this Saturday or Sunday, hopefully. Ideally, I'll post all the ingredients you'll need tomorrow. And then I'll try to make it something that's very accessible that most of you guys will have. Maybe it will be some sort of egg day, just because I doubt you guys are going to be able to get ingredients before then. So I'll think of something creative for us to do. Thank you all so much. Be sure to follow the Twitch channel and the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time.